This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Portland businessman now charged with murdering two wives. Everton Beachy Stout MacDonald, a popular Portland businessman, has been charged with the 2009 murder of his first wife, Marlene MacDonald. The charge now leaves Beachy Stout officially booked for having murdered his two wives. Marlene, 50, was shot in her driveway after parking her car at her Bound Brook, Port Antonio, Portland home in May 2009. She died from her injuries. The latest charge against the businessman was confirmed by Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the crime portfolio, Fitz Bailey, at a Jamaica Constabulary Force press conference on Monday. It actually took place today. It was a cold case that was under investigation, Bailey said. While not disclosing further details surrounding the killing of the woman 9 years ago, Bailey asserted that if persons are involved in contract killings, they will be caught. So if you get involved in contract killing, we are going to find you. It may take a while, but we will find you, he declared. MacDonald, then aged 65 years, was also being charged with the murder of his second wife, Tonya Hamilton MacDonald, shortly after she was killed in July of last year. Also charged in relation to MacDonald's killing was 30-year-old Astor Tiny Barnes of Epsom District in Anoto Bay, St. Mary, and 56-year-old Devlin Bubble Minot, a fisherman of Ranch Hill in Portland. The three men are jointly charged with murder and conspiracy to murder. Of note, Minot pleaded guilty to the murder in September of last year. He was subsequently sentenced to 19 years in prison and ordered to serve 10 years before being eligible for parole consideration. 32-year-old Hamilton MacDonald, otherwise called Sassy, a businesswoman of Dolphin Cove in Dolphin Bay, Portland, was found dead with her throat slashed on Monday, July 20, 2020. Her body was just outside a Toyota Axia motor car that was found engulfed in flames on the Tailington Main Road in Sherwood Forest, Portland. The police at that time said they had information that suggested that MacDonald paid over $3 million Jamaican dollars to have Hamilton MacDonald killed. Indications are that after the killing last year, the 2009 case was revisited by the police, and following the submission of a file to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, a ruling was handed down for MacDonald to again be charged with murder and conspiracy to murder. Farmer granted bail for alleged murder of JLP activist Ramesh Simpson. A farmer who is accused of having killed Jamaica Labour Party activist Ramesh Simpson 2 years ago was granted bail when he appeared in the St. Thomas Parish Court on Wednesday. Odin Christian, otherwise called Windell, a resident of Lowe-Garwood District and 11 miles Bull Bay in St. Thomas, was offered bail in the sum of 500,000 Jamaican dollars. In addition to being charged with murder, he was booked for the offenses of wounding with intent, illegal possession of firearm, illegal possession of ammunition, and malicious destruction of property. Christian is to return to court on February 25. Police reported that on Thursday, November 8, 2018, at about 8 p.m., Simpson and his wife pulled up in a vehicle at the gate to their home in Lowe-Garwood District, St. Thomas. After exiting the vehicle, Simpson was attacked by gunmen and shot multiple times. He reportedly died on the spot. The gunman then reportedly shot and injured Simpson's wife as she ran from the vehicle, then set the vehicle that the two were traveling in ablaze. Simpson's death was confirmed at the hospital, while his wife was treated and later released. Following an extensive probe, Christian was arrested and charged by the police. In 2015, Simpson made headlines when he and a relative were arrested and charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition after he led law enforcers on a high-speed chase that ended with him driving a vehicle into the sea in St. Thomas. Both men were freed of the charges in July of 2016 due to lack of evidence in court. The police said, "We know who were flying Rocky Point plane." Police say they are aware of the identities of persons who were piloting the aircraft that crash-landed in Rocky Point, Clarendon more than a week ago. "We actually know who were flying it, and this is part of a transnational set of investigations that are taking place," said Police Commissioner Major Anthony Anderson. He did not reveal the identities or nationalities of those who were traveling on the aircraft. Anderson was speaking at a police virtual press conference on Monday, February 1, to update the nation on developments regarding crime. The commissioner also revealed that the plane was registered in Mexico. It wasn't destined for Jamaica. We do know that it is a Mexican plane, he said, adding, as far as we know, and that has been reported to us, there were no real cargo on board. It has a profile that we know is suspicious and we are following up. Despite rumors swirling that the plane may have been carrying drugs, Anderson said this was not the case. I don't want to go into more details about it, but the plane itself, as far as we are aware, wasn't carrying any particular goods, he stated. In a release a day following the mysterious crash landing, the Corporate Communications Unit said the aircraft, a Cessna XB JMR twin-engine plane, made a landing on the coast based on reports from citizens who said they saw the airplane fall from the sky. Reports from the Lioneltown police are that about 7 p.m. on Saturday, January 23, they were summoned to the location, and on their arrival, the aircraft was located and checked. No passengers or cargo were reportedly seen on the plane or in its vicinity. Several checks were made at nearby hospitals, but medical personnel reported that no one had arrived at their facilities from the crash site. Various media reports said some residents had seen Caucasian men disembark the plane. To date, those individuals have not been found. A businessman from Rocky Point was taken into custody shortly after for questioning but was released last week. Kingston man charged with murder of 80-year-old stepson to be tried in high court. The case of the Seaview Gardens man charged with murder of his 80-year-old stepson, Glenn Buchanan, is to be transferred to the Home Circuit Court for trial. The matter is set for mention in the Circuit Court on November 1. The date was agreed upon when the 41-year-old accused, Arcus Rose, appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in Halfway Tree yesterday. He was remanded into custody. The accused, who goes by the names Philip Williams, Philip Rose, and Rochester Rose, is accused of killing the 80-year-old whose body was found in the harbor of Burnmount Gardens in East Kingston on Thursday, January 23, 2019. Residents found the boy's body with the hands bound after he went missing on January 21, 2019. The accused was held a few days later in Trelawney. Church murder, Triggerman in custody, case almost solved, say police. The man who is believed to have shot and killed Andrea Lowe-Garwood at a church in Falmouth, Trelawney on Sunday is now in police custody. Speaking at a Jamaica Constabulary Force online press conference on Monday, Deputy Commissioner of Police Fitz Bailey confirmed the arrest and confirmed that the killing stemmed from a family dispute. Earlier, Police Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson said the case is pretty much solved. Our response to that killing was quite swift. We pretty much have this case solved at the moment, he stated. 3 other persons were taken into police custody on Sunday and are being questioned. DCP Bailey also confirmed at the press conference that one of those persons in custody is a relative of the deceased woman. Lowe-Garwood, a 51-year-old bank employee of Danieltown in Trelawney, was shot dead during a service at Agape Christian Fellowship Church in the parish capital about 9:30 a.m. She was participating in a worship session when a man who was posing as a member of the congregation walked up to her and shot her several times. The shooter escaped in a white motor car but reportedly left behind a cell phone, which investigators are still scouring for clues. Lowe-Garwood was assisted to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. NCB deeply saddened by murder of employee. National Commercial Bank said it is deeply saddened over the brutal murder of its employee, Andrea Lowe-Garwood, on Sunday. The bank expressed its sadness in a statement, noting that it has made grief counseling arrangements for its team members and family members of Lowe-Garwoods. The NCB team is thankful for all prayers and condolences and asks that the family and loved ones be kept in everyone's prayer, the organization said. Lowe-Garwood was gunned down while she worshipped at the Agape Christian Fellowship Church in Falmouth, Trelawney. The slaying has triggered shockwaves across Jamaica. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.